welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Shalene. Another incident of a person being spotted on the pillar of a bridge, this time on Atal Setu. The man claims he was abandoned on the pillar after being dropped off to repair the bridge. Watch this full story.
Another incident of a person being spotted on the pillar of a bridge, but this time it is on Atal Setu. The man claimed that he was abandoned on the pillar after being dropped off to repair the bridge. Watch.
ऊपर थोड़ा रिपेयर था रिपेयर मैंने किया
तू इंजीनियर रिपेयर करने के लिए ऊपर गया था तू गौंडी
ना कैसे लेके गया
कभी गया था काय तो रिपेअरी करून गेलो खय
हां रिपेयर करून रिपेयर केलं मरे आणि मग कुठे अरे ते बॅग
ब्रिज हलता बरे सारखे रिपेअरी करून ना ते ब्रिज हलता बरे
रिपेयर केला
ते ब्रिज तुवेन मारला गेलो कसो तू चढलो कसो रे केन्ना गेलो तू
तो मग घोडाडून
तो स्पायडरमॅन
ना काय बोल तो घोडाडून चढवलं मरे
घोडा कसले घोडा रे
ಒಳ್ಳೆ घोडाडलं मरे ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಓಡ್ ಚೋಡ್ ಬಾಯಿ घोडाडलं
कसले घोडा रे
अरे ಓಡ್ चोड ಬಾಯಿ घोडाडलं मरे
सोळाची
बालडी दिसा होईला मग सोडून गेले लेबर ते तिकडे गेलो
केन्ना गेलो रे वयर
अरे बाबा 8 गेलेलो
सकाळी 8
नाही गेलो
A story by Shagun Gowde for Herald TV.
Two cars were involved in an accident at the newly constructed missing link road on Lotali Highway on Thursday morning, the cause being bad roads. The accident victims alleged that the road was haphazardly repaired by putting tar and covering it up with cement, which was 4 inches above the road level. Instead of putting up a barricade or reflectors at the site, plants were put as a warning sign, thus making it impossible for commuters to foresee the bump on the road. The accident victims held the government and the contractor liable for the faulty roads that led to the accident, which could have been fatal.
Bad roads led to an accident between two cars at the newly constructed missing link road. The accident victims alleged that the road was haphazardly repaired by putting tar and covering it up with cement. Plants were put up as a warning sign, thus making it impossible for commuters to foresee the bump on the road. The accident victims held the government and the contractor liable for the faulty roads that led to the accident.
सिमेंट घातला रस्त्यार सिमेंट घातला हांगासर हे पयलीं रस्तो नेमला मातसो डांबर गेला रिसंटली रस्तो गेल्लो आसा तो डांबर गेला आनी ते डांबर भरपा खातीर तेणी ते सिमेंट घातला बेश्टे वयल्या वयर घातला आनी ते सिमेंट ऑलमोस्ट 4 इंच वयर आसा.
ओके.
आनी ते आतां टायमार खंयचे घातला तिसांच्या टायमार घातला ऑलमोस्ट 6:15 to 6:30 बिटवीन घातला ते. आनी ते आतां ते लोकांक आतां गाडये थंयच्यान वचता न्ही राजे घातला न्ही आतां मागीर खडबडीत जातलें म्हणून थंय फक्त एक बेश्टे सुको ग्रास आसता न्ही हो सुको ग्रास पालो तो फुडें मुखार घातला.
ओके.
कळ्ळें न्ही. ते रातचे बाबा ते कितें आसा ते कांय कळना लाकूड दवरला कितें दवरला बाबा कोण मेला थंय आनी कोण पडला थंय ते कांयच कळना.
हे आतां तुमकां जाला तुमच्या पयलीं 2 गाडयांक खंय त्रास जावन खंय तेणी डिवायडरां लावन गेले 2 गाडयो. तुज्या फाटल्यान तुमकां तेणे आतां तुमची दुसरी गाडयेक मोकली.
हय हांव तर रावलो सवका येतालो सवका येवन सुद्दां पळय तें अशें आसता रे दिसत ना तें दोळे मुखार सामकें इतलें आनी ते रावन हांव रावलो आनी फाटल्यान म्हाका गाडी मोकले.
मोकली.
हय. आनी गाडी मोकल्या आनी म्हाजें डॅमेज फकत जाला आनी गाडी मोकून तेणी म्हाका कमीत कमी 10 मीटर सुमार हांव फुडें पावला.
To see what that they are doing, the government destroying our government and peace of mind.
कंप्लेन गाय ना कंप्लेन आमक नाका.
What are we going to get doing complaints?
कंप्लेन जाय let PWD do one party.
PWD should know what is going on.
should do their job.
No, that's what.
At least put a reflector, right? Reflector at least. Leaves can be seen by anyone. One after the other. Just half an hour. Anybody can see this on speeds is my question.
आयज हांगा 2 एक्सिडंट जाल्ले. काल एक्सिडंट जाल्लो म्हण आयज हांगा हे घातलेलें सिमेंट घातलेलें आनी सिमेंट घातल्या कारणान आनीक 2 एक्सिडंट जाला हांगा.
सिमेंट घातला म्हणून.
सिमेंट घातला म्हणून.
कितल्यो गाडयो डॅमेज जाल्या?
2 गाडयो हांगा डॅमेज जाला आनी 100 मिटराचे कडेन आनीक डॅमेज जाल्ले.
ओके. ओके. म्हणजे तुम्ही म्हणूंक सोदता की जे PWD जे काम केलां ते सामकें
सामकें ना. सिमेंट हांगा घालप न्हू आशिल्लें म्हणजे एटलिस्ट हे घालपाक डांबर हाडून परत घालपाक येयल्लो. हे घालता ते तुमी चुकीचें करता ते आनी सिटीजनाक आमच्या गोंयच्या सिटीजनाक खूब त्रास जाता.
वो न्यू रोड न्ही मिसिंग लिंक म्हणटा तो न्यू रोड केल्लो न्ही
हालींच केला जे 1 वर्स सुद्दां जावन आसतलें म्हणजे ओपन केल्लेल्याक तेच्या पयलीं बांदलेलो तो. तर हे अशें आमचे टॅक्स पेयराचो मनी असो वेस्ट करता हें आमकां पळोवपाक एक रॉंग शें दिसता की हो रोड हालीं 1 वर्स सुद्दां युजाक ना आनी अशें डॅमेज जाता म्हणून.
ओके. ओके. आनी तुमी कितें हेका PWD मिनिस्टराक कितें मेसेज दिवपाक सोदता?
आमकां PWD मिनिस्टराक सांगूंक सोदता की बाबा हे बेगीचे बेगीन सारको हे सिस्टमॅटीक करचें कित्याक कारण लोकांक कशें आनी कडेन एक्सिडंट जायत आसा म्हणून.
अशें आयकूं येता की PWD मिनिस्टर जो आसा पळय तेणें हांगा प्रॉपर्टी बी घेतल्या म्हणून रोडा वयल्यान तेजे
हांगांतला नियर बाय प्रॉपर्टी आसा
पेट्रोल पंप येवपाचो. ओके. सो ही गरज हे त्रास कोणाक जाता?
त्रास चडशे आमचे गोंयकारांकूच अशें कोण हांगसान वेर्ना टू हांगा जे वयता पळय तांकां त्रास जाता.
ओके. चड डॅमेज जाल्या कोणाक?
चड डॅमेज म्हणल्यार तांकां मातशें मेजर डॅमेज आसा तशें तुमी पळोवपाक शकता.
ओके. हे ना पेट्रोल ना फकत गाड्यांकूच जाल्या न्ही.
Sagun Gowde for Herald TV.
Recently, residents of Valpoy and Satri had demanded the government grant them full ownership of Gautan and Alvara land in Class A category. Now, on Friday, a joint meeting was held by the Revenue Department, local MLA, collector and other officials in this regards. Revenue Minister has directed the collector, deputy collector and the Mamledars to fast-track their works and solve this issue.
She had called for this 2 months back. This is regarding as far as Alvara land is concerned in her constituency, hers and Vishwish's constituency. This was a review meeting which that issue has been pending for quite some time.
So what are you?
No, it is regarding regularization of theirs to get them the class 2 status.
In outcome of this meeting? So what is the outcome?
Outcome of the meeting is that we have already directed the collector and the deputy collector and the Mamledar to go through all these cases and they will get back to us with the final.
So how many cases are there?
There are more than 1,000 cases. In both the constituencies.
Sir, Tourism Minister Rohan Gaude yesterday raised the issue that near Marriott Hotel illegal water sports is going on. How do you see this?
See, it is that is the job of the captain of ports, in fact, because captain of the ports give them the permission to fly these vessels. So they should take action if there is anything illegal it is doing.
As the Honorable Minister our meeting actually, because जेन्नाच्यान आमी ते इशू रेज केला असेंब्ली रिगार्डिंग आमचे Alvara land issues and encroacher land issues. Our proactive Honorable Minister has been immediately had a meeting that time, and he said we'll try to solve and help our people. So he has like anek meeting. I think this is our third meeting, and so he's instructed the collector and the deputy collectors and the mamladars to start working on it. की that तिथले begin सगळे cases segregate करून how to sort this issue, which is going on for years and years, generations म्हणता तशे, and we'll just try to regularize and give ownership to the people.
डेडलाइन बी सेट केल्ले आसा कित्याक खूब वर्सां जाल्ली पेंडींग आसा.
डेडलायन कित्याक आमी जाता तितले बेगीन हें सॉल्व इशू कित्याक पयलीं तांचो रेकॉर्ड सारको आसपा जाय, विच इज नॉट इन प्लेस. सो आमचे मामलेदार आनी डेप्युटी कलेक्टर वील वर्क ऑन इट, सत्तरी मामलेदार आनी डेप्युटी कलेक्टर, एंड ही वील सेग्रिगेट द केसेस बिकॉज
The Narcotics Control Bureau has seized 60 kg methamphetamine, a drug worth rupees 120 crore in the international market from Mumbai and Gujarat, and arrested 6 persons in connection with the two cases with common linkages. Acting on a tip-off, NCB recovered approximately 50 kg of MD drugs concealed in a godown in Mumbai. 2 people, including the kingpin of the cartel, have been arrested. Both the arrested accused are from Mumbai, said S.K. Singh, Deputy Director General, NCB.
The Narcotics Control Bureau, NCB, has seized 60 kg of methadone drugs worth 120 crores in international market from Mumbai and Gujarat, and arrested 6 persons in connection with the two cases with common linkage. Acting on a tip, NCB recovered approximately 50 kg of MD drugs concealed in a godown in Mumbai. 2 people, including the kingpin of the cartel, have been arrested. Both arrested accused are from Bombay, said S.K. Singh, Deputy Director General of NCB. Now the highlights are: Narcotics Control Bureau NCB has seized 60 kg of this drug worth 120 crores in the international market from Mumbai and Gujarat, and has arrested 6 persons in connection with the two cases with a common linkage. Singh said initially the seizure was made in Gujarat after the Naval Intelligence Unit of Jamnagar shared information regarding the sale of this drug in the state. The input was jointly developed by NCB and Naval Intelligence Unit and seized around 10.350 kg of MD drugs, and 4 persons were arrested in the case, added Singh. He said one of those arrested in Jamnagar has been identified as Sohail Kafir, who is a pilot with Air India from 2016 to 18. Primarily, probe has been revealed that both seizures have common linkage. The value of total 60 kg MD drug is approximately 120 crores, said the NCB Deputy General. Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
Fair price shop owners from Mormugaon Taluka stated that they would not take up the monthly quota for November in protest against the government's failure to meet their demands despite the assurance given to them. President of the Mormugaon Fair Price Shop Owners Association, Gandhi Hendricks, said that the government has failed to bear the cost of transport and labour, which he said was a right under the National Food Security. He added that the commission given by the government was insufficient.
Fair price shop owners from Mormugaon stated that they would not take up the monthly quota for November. The owners are in protest against the government's failure to meet their demands despite the assurances given to them. Gandhi Hendricks said that the government has failed to bear the cost of transport and labour, and added that the commission given by the government was insufficient.
We get roughly less than 1 rupee 70 paisa as commission per kg. And if you see practically, the ration cards each society has. This particular premises where we have belongs to one of my colleague, Banudas Naik. He has got only 138 cards. With 138 cards, can you imagine, can he pay salary, can he earn the rent, can he pay the electric bill? And similar is the case with most of the ration cards, the fair price shops. Most of them are below 500 or below 1000. Very few are above 1000. And even if you have, say, let's say you have 1000 cards, the people who actually can come and collect is only 500 cards. Why? because your quantity is so little you are giving. I have to stand in the queue for collection. Sometimes your machine doesn't work. I cannot send my servant, I cannot send my son, I cannot send my relative, my neighbor to collect. So they don't collect. So again, 40 to 45% is the average collection that takes place. All united. Are we united?
Yeah. Yes.
We are all united that you don't solve our problem, we will not collect your ration for month of November.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
In an unprecedented move, the All India Football Federation is planning to hold the knockout stages of the Santosh Trophy National Championships in Saudi Arabia early next year. AIFF President Kalyan Chaubey and Secretary General Saji Prabhakaran on Thursday signed a memorandum of understanding with their Saudi Arabian counterparts to study the possibility to stage the final stages of the Santosh Trophy in the West Asian country in February 2023.
In an unprecedented move, the All India Football Federation is planning to hold the knockout stages of the Santosh National Championship in Saudi Arabia early next year. AIFF President Kalyan Chaubey and Secretary General Saji Prabhakaran on Thursday signed a memorandum of understanding with their Saudi Arabian counterparts to study the possibility to stage the finals of Santosh Trophy in the West Asian country in February 2023. Now the highlights are: the idea is to host a knockout phase of Santosh Trophy in select cities of Saudi to encourage state-level players dream big and also to connect large Indian community in Saudi with Indian football and create a win-and-win situation for both the federations, the AFF said in the release. The agreement comes as part of the efforts of SAF and AIFF not only to enhance cooperation among the key strategies partners in Asia but also to offer the opportunity to consolidate stronger bonds through football and culture between the large Indian communities based in Saudi Arabia and Indian football. Saudi Arabian Football Federation SAF President Yasir Al-Misal and General Secretary Ibrahim Al-Qasim signed the agreement from the west side of the Asian country. The agreement was signed in Saudi Arabian city of Daman. A story by Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
Intending to boost the Indian MMA and K1 Goa Alpha events announced the launch of Goa Combat 2022. The first tent pole event is set to take place on October 22nd at Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Indoor Stadium. Goa Alpha events aspires to reignite the flames of martial arts in Goa and India. The organizers will also provide a holistic ecosystem for the fighters, which includes training fighters, infrastructure and the stage to take their skills to the next level, while also conducting programs to connect with the next generation.
Goa Alpha Events announced the launch of Goa Combat 2022 on October 22nd at Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Indoor Stadium. Goa Alpha event aspires to bring back martial arts in Goa and India. The organizers will also provide a holistic ecosystem for the fighters with proper training and infrastructure and stage.
Going to be live. And speaking of tickets, our eventual plan for the next year, which we are going to be having the same combat tournament, we are going to be on all OTT platforms as well. So we plan on going across pan-India, not just stick to a Goa level. So tickets will be out for sale tomorrow, and it's already, the websites are set up, links set up, so we'll get back to you on that. Tomorrow it's going to be live for sure.
Combat 22, what happened is that in 2015, along here with Nelson Mohan, we had our very first MMA event in Goa back in 2015 in Tito's. I'm sure some of you may have remember that. So Nelson was the first one to bring MMA to Goa. The legacies of that is that we're picking up the mantle and running a little bit further with that.
Sagun Gaudi for Herald TV.
Over 1,300 triathletes from India and abroad are expected to take part in India's only Ironman event, which is scheduled to be held in Goa on 13th November 2022.
Over 1,300 triathletes from India and abroad have expressed to take part in India's only Ironman event, which is scheduled to be held in Goa on the 13th of November. Considered to be one of the greatest endurance challenges, Ironman's 70.3 Goa is returning with the second edition after 2 years due to the pandemic. With the number of registration going up for this year's race, the organizers Yoshka as well as the government of Goa are leaving no stone unturned to ensure participants return with the best memories from race day, which will involve a grueling 1.9 kilometers swim, 90 kilometers cycling and 21 kilometers run, covering some of Goa's iconic and most iconic locations. Clinton D'Souza for Herald TV.
St. Anthony Manna thumped Don Bosco Oratory Fatorda 3-1 to move into the quarterfinals of the FC 2A Championships Trophy first inter-village football tournament organized by FC 2A in association with CAM Group of companies at DSY Ground 2A.
St. Anthony's Manna doubles Don Bosco Oratory Fatorda 3-1 to move into the quarterfinals of the FC 2A Championship Trophy. Now the highlights are that the both teams started with very fast pace. Videsh Sawant opened his account for St. Anthony's the very 7th minute to off play with rasping shot into the Don Bosco Oratory's net. However, in the very next minute, Don Bosco Oratory Fatorda Maxwell Furtado made no mistakes with his header cross by Wellington D'Souza. In the 10th minute, Mayuresh Naik of St. Anthony's scored a goal with his neat placement assisted by Sanka Pendekar. In the next minute, Don Bosco Oratory's Maxwell Furtado was tripled by defender Lavne Shirodkar of St. Anthony's inside the penalty area, where the referee Jack Rodriguez had no hesitation to point towards the penalty spot. Fatorda failed to convert the penalty. In the 19th minute, Pushparaj Mandrekar of Manna scored with a brilliant header, taking the score 3-1 in the breathtaker. Post-resumption, the well-balanced team produced attacking football, much to the delight of the crowd. In the 58th minute, Hanselem Furtado shot his crossbar of St. Anthony's goal, and again in the 61st minute, Hanselem's shot just missed by a whisker. Vipul Pendekar and Videsh Sawant of St. Anthony's was cautioned by referee for reckless tackle. A story by Ignacio Nerona for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.